like this: empathy, flexibility, patience. You need to try to put yourself in your prospect's shoes, but don't be afraid to expect that they might be different from you. You need to be flexible in your approach and anticipate cultural misunderstandings, doing your best to mitigate them. You'll need to take the time to prepare. There are websites that can help you understand some key cultural behaviours, values, and traditions before you engage with your prospect. You can also try getting advice from local representatives. If there's an issue with language, try and use your own translator, if possible. It can be tricky without preparation. We'll show you. You're in Oslo with your Norwegian prospect. After checking out the fjords, you go to grab a coffee, sit down and grab a sandwich. How are you eating it? In fact, in Norway, cutlery is traditionally considered a must when eating out. It can be impolite not to, even with something like a sandwich. Okay, so now you're in Beijing with your Chinese prospect. You want to get them a gift to say thanks for meeting you. What are you buying them? In China, certain gifts like clocks, hankies, shoes, and anything black or white can be associated with death. Safer bet is some tea or sweets. Nearly there. You're in Tokyo with your Japanese prospect. They're hosting you in their meeting room. Where are you sitting? In traditional Japanese business culture, the guests sit away from the door and to the back, and the hosts sit closest to the door. Both bosses sit in the middle. The next most important people sit the farthest from the door, and the least important people sit nearest to the door. Last stop, you're in Seoul with your South Korean prospect. You're signing up the contracts with them. What colour pen are you using? In South Korea, red pens were traditionally used to list the names of those who've died, so it can be something of a bad omen. So, you see, little things you wouldn't normally consider because they don't mean much to you can be important. Never assume and think about how you'd feel. Put yourself in your client's shoes, be flexible with your own mannerisms, and take the time to learn about your prospect's cultural backgrounds.